So which rule you want to do with part one? Sine rule, sorry. Part one is sine rule. Part two, well, you check it out that's now. So part one is sine rule, right? Right, online once you get through, message your answers, right? And part two is which rule? Cosine rule, right? You have more lengths than angles. But I will be told that's one with no pending charge, right? Right, 2 minutes again, I'm gonna work them out. Take your time when you're working out part two, right? They'll see they'll tricky. Right, let's check out the first one. Oh gosh, I lost it. Huh? Stick to 3 all the time. I think that was PhD. Your diagram. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So we're trying to hold on now, yeah. Right, so we're trying to find RS. So let's call RS X here. So we're trying to find X. So we have length, opposite angle, length, opposite angle. So we're going to use sine rule. Right, remember it's A over sine of the opposite angle is equal to B over sine of the opposite angle. Okay, so that'll be 7 over sine 60, right, is equal to X over sine 48. Right? Now you have two fractions equal signs, so what you're going to do? Cross multiply, right? So you'll end up with X sine 60 is equal to 7 sine 48. So X is equal to 7 sine 48 all over sine 60. How much y'all got? 6. Right, 6 centimeters online. I only got one answer from Annalie. Right, good job, Annalie. Next is to find QTS. QTS is here. So we have to use, in order to find QTS, cosine rule. This one I'll do back on the board because I want to take your time when you find the theta. Alright, try still. Use cosine rule, right? And you have theta. And you have to find theta, sorry. I have tried. Use cosine rule and find the theta. And then we'll start here. Okay, right? All right, so let's go back to the board. All right, so if you look here, you have the cosine rule. How you do cosine rule? You have more lengths than angles, right? You have 3 lengths, 1 angle to work with. Good. How do we know what is A, what is B, what is C, and what is capital E? Well, you want to find the angle. So the angle is capital E, right? So where's common A action? Opposite, right? So opposite is your common E, and then one will be B and one will be C. It don't really matter which one, right? It don't really matter which one. Now, A squared is 7 squared. B squared is 8 squared. C squared is 10 squared. 2 by 8 by 10 cosine theta. So we are to work this out. All right. 7 squared is 49. 8 squared is 64. 10 squared is 100. Then work this out. 2 by 10 is 20. By 8 is 160. Cosine theta. This is 49. Add these two up. Do not subtract this from this. This is one term. So you can't subtract this alone from this, right? So this is 164 minus 160 cosine theta. We are trying to make theta the subject of the formula. So I'm going to move this here and the 49 here. That's okay? This whole thing is one term, right? So I'm going to move minus 160 cosine theta on the left side, and I'm going to move 49 on the next side. Okay? And now minus that and then solve for theta. 164 minus 49 is how much? 15? Yeah, 115?
Yeah.
So it will be 160 cosine theta is equal to this, which is 115. So cosine theta is 115 over 160. Then make theta the subject. Cosine inverse 115. How much is that? How much? 44? 44 degrees. Okay. Most important thing, do not subtract here. Right? This is one term, so move it away and treat it as one term, right? Move this across and then subtract. 44. That's what I get. All right, nice. Copy it down. Right, so that is how we use cosine rule, and that's how we use sine rule, right? Today, now we want to do an application, right? All right, so again, I really hope you all remember how to use the sine and cosine from last week, right? Sine rule, more length, more angles than length. Cosine rule, 2 lengths, angle in the middle. Okay? Right, you gotta remember this a little bit. Cosine and sine rule. All right, so we're gonna look at the first application, bearings. So the first thing I want to do, I want to teach you how to draw. I want to teach you how to draw the actual diagram first, right? 99, probably 100% of the time, you'll always get a triangle. Right? Once you get a triangle, you're going to use cosine rule and then sine rule. All right? Almost all the time is that order. But I want to show you how to draw bearing first, right? So how do we draw bearings, right? So to draw them, you need to remember two quick rules. Number one, right? You always draw from the north. You always start from the north. And you always go in a clockwise direction. Right? Always try to make sure that your diagrams are nice and large. Right? So you want to draw large diagrams. Right? You want to draw large diagrams with all the angles and lengths. All right. So I want to show you how to construct these diagrams. Right? Before I write, watch here. Right? So we have to figure out, besides doing those things, we have to figure out where we start. Right? So you have little keywords. So Q is on a bearing of 60 degrees from P. Right? And I'll show you what bearing and all these angles and things mean, right? So Q is on a bearing of 60 degrees from P. This from tells us that we're starting at the point P and then moving to the point Q. Okay, so Q is on a bearing of 60 from P, which means we're starting from P and we're going to Q on a bearing of 60. Right? And then after that, they told us R is due east of Q. So we're starting at Q and then we're going to R. Are you okay with that? All right. So how are we doing this? First thing first, we draw the cardinal points. Right? Nice big diagram. North. And we're starting at the point P. That's okay? Right. So we're starting from the north. So we're starting from here and we're going in a clockwise direction. You're averaging, you don't have to get the exact angle. Between north and east is how much? 90, right? So therefore, where would 60 be? Starting here, we're averaging 60 to be about there. Right? And you don't have to be exact. Stop right here. When you stop there, this is 60 degrees. You're going to draw a line from the center to that point. And where you stop will be Q. That's okay? So you're averaging 60, where you stop from the center all the way up, that will be Q. That's okay? Here's the important part, right? These two lines are parallel. But remember this rule. Here and here equal. Right? So if here is 60, how much is here? 60. And if here is 60, how much is here? 30. Right? So that means here is also 30. Okay? You may not need it, but it's always good to put in all the angles. You might need this and this. Are you okay with that? Yeah. So step one on drawing the bearing, Q is on a bearing of 60 from P is this. Right? Next step. R is due east of Q. So off Q tells us that we're starting at Q and then we go into R, which is east. Here is north, here is east. Right? Remember here's we, but here's east, right? So now they said due east. So you're coming on this line and you're going eastwards to the point. Eastwards to the point R. So we have P, Q, and now we reach at R. What's the angle here? 90. What's the angle here? So what's the angle here? What's that whole angle? 90 plus 60, right, Ashton? 90 plus 60, which is 1. That's it. All we have to do now is connect it up and we have to try it. Okay, and based on the information, based on the info, then we can do some calculations. As I said, most of the times, they'll give you here and here. They want you to find here. Cosine rule, then sine. Some questions they give you a diagram, some questions they don't. For now, I want you to construct a diagram. Okay. Copy down example 1. You can try next one. You're doing a protractor, it is object, right? Right, a nice big diagram, right? Triangle is about 1 to the page or more, right? Want to run by the page, that big. Right, so we just want to track. Right, so we just want to practice a few diagrams, right? Do you have it? Right, remember when you're drawing your angle, you start at your north, your average, where 90. If it's like 100, it'll be 100, it'll be 90, 100 underneath here. All right. So for example, if you had to draw, I'm gonna just give you an example, right? Let's say you had to draw 110. You start at the north, you come down here, that's 90, the average about it. So where you stop from the center to that point, and that's your 110. Okay. If here is 110, then here is how much? 80, you sure?
Yeah.
Underneath here? Here is 110. So how much is here?
It could be, okay, 90 by 110.
Which is? Sure.
Again.
Okay. Let's remember that right earlier. Wherever you stop, you're drawing a line from the center to that point all the way up. All right. Let's try one here. Ignore the calculation, right? You got the space in the calculation. Actually, no. We'll try the calculation one time. Right? But try and get that right. Pass around to watch it. Take the info. Let's see if we get the diagram right. John. Smile at the great question. I got to great. And then when we construct our diagram, we will take a look at how to find AC and how to find the bearing of C from it. Right, online, well, it will be a little hard for me to see. So what you can do is take a picture and send a diagram, right? Abdul, you take a picture and send a diagram. Take a picture and send it to my WhatsApp, right? I'll take a look at the diagram. Right? That's what the key words, right? B is due east of E. So you have to figure out where it's starting. The bearing of C from B. You have to figure out where it's starting, right? Once you figure out where it's starting, it should be okay. And then complete it, it should be a nice triangle, right? You know the angles and things. Triangular ruler, right? Right, so EBC are 3 boys. B is 125 meters. To east of E. So where we start at A of B. Starting up of E. So you started at E. Starting at A and going eastward. Okay. So you're starting at A and you're going eastward. start at A1. Then where pero WBC, right? It starts in an A, yes, number is, and where is B when compared to A? Let's say that. Right, so start at A and then go right. So far. Okay, look where you. Okay. Where I'm thinking. Right, around the now, you can find the C. Something. Maybe like something. Something else. Alright, so let's see how the diagram went. I will draw it up on here on this. I'll draw it on the screen there. So we're going due east of A, so I'm starting right here. Here's A, right? Here's north, and I'm going due east. So I'm going along this line. That line will take me to B. Right? So this point in the middle here, that's the B. So I'm putting it where to put it here. Right? And they said from A to B is 125 meters. Okay? So that's the first bit of information there. Now they said the bearing of C from B is 190. So I'm starting from B and I go to C. So I'm starting from the north and I'm going 90, 180, well, 10 degrees of right in. Right? So I'll stop right there. That's 190. Right? I'm gonna show you again. 90, 180. So about right here is 190. And I'm drawing a line that line will take me to this. Right? Remember, we don't know. Right? Remember, we don't know exactly where C is, right? All we know that B to C is 75 meters. And then draw a line here and connect them. So your finished diagram will look like that, right? Ashton, what's the angle in the middle here? Eight. Right? So your finished diagram looks like that, right? Anya, you got that? Abdul, got that? Yeah. So your final diagram looks like that, right? Abdul. Shada, Ivan, you're okay with that? Everybody here okay with this diagram now? Yeah, you okay with diagram? Jada, Ivan, all of there. So you want to find AC now, right? What is really going to use, Machu? What's the rule you're going to use? Cosine rule, right? Why? Because you have length here, you have a length here and an angle in the middle. Okay? So I want you to use cosine rule and find AC. Come on. Find AC with cosine rule. And last part to right is that going to equipment. That all right? Right? And then remember the cosine rule. So you plug in your values and then you square root everything after. How much you got? What you get? What you got? 134. Well, treat it become bigger. 134, right? What you get up? 134. Online, you all got up 134 meters. One 34 yeah, online. Jason, you all got up. Abdul Aden, Naria, Vinay, you all got up. Right? What's the next step now? The next step now is to calculate the nearest degree bearing of C from D. Right? So let's look at the keywords again. I'm trying to circle it for you in blue, right? The one the bearing of C, most important, from E. So we're starting at E and we're going to what? We're starting at A and we're going all the way down to C. Okay? We set from A, the one the bearing of C. So look at this here. 90 theta. You see that? So the one that whole angle. But the problem is, we know the part on top is 90, but we don't know the part in between. So we're going to have to find theta. Okay? And which rule is that? Right. Huh? Right. Sine. Take your time, find theta, and then add them together. Okay? Yeah, 90 plus theta. Well, what's what theta is? Theta is part of the whole thing. Okay? Hurry up. And technically, that's what a full bearing question looks like. You draw, then you apply trigonometry. Right? Just to make sure you did it correctly. It will be 75 over sine theta is equal x. X is what we just found again, 134. Yeah. X is 134 all over sine of the opposite angle, sine 8. Two fractions equal sine, cross multiply. Okay. And then you will get theta. Theta is equal to sine inverse 75 over sine 80 over 130. How much you got to theta? So before you add 93, 33, before you add, so you will get 33 degrees. So the final answer is 33. The final answer is 90 plus 33 degrees. Right? The entire pairing, sorry. Which is 1, 2, 3 degrees. That's the final answer, right? 1, 2, 3. Right, so again, I want to show you how important it is for you to be able to use your rules, right? Most of the questions is sine then cosine. Sorry, cosine then sine. Yeah,
Then after 75, what 75?
75. And here 75. Everybody okay with that? You all okay with this? Pretty sure. You okay with this? No? You get it? Emily, you got the picture? So, okay, I don't have sign here. 1. When you fraction, it really go. Put sine 75, sine 80 divided. That's not playing game now, boy. Why you're not playing? You do have some of things in it. Right, let's go again. Online, any questions? I want you to take your time. I'm gonna give you some time, construct this diagram and then try and solve it, right? Same thing, I'm not giving you anything that's strictly for the. Right, let's try and construct the diagram first. Okay, all you ready focusing on this. Because diagram to show the shift journey. Forget the rest, just tell you what it's supposed to have. Right, it went from R to S to T. Take your time and construct the diagram here for me, right? This is the ruler and average. Yun. Yun. Budara. And class, take a look at it. The diagram. Right, make sure you have all the lengths and all the angles, right? All the lengths and all the angles. Yeah, yeah. Right, let's check it out. Yeah, right. Let's check it out. Right. So the set it right from R S, right? So the bearing of S from R. Oh wait, I'm gonna take a look at it. All right, so the first one here is the bearing of S from R is 112. So you start in here, right? 112, you start in here, 90, 112. Okay. And you draw your line down, right? So here's what, 16? Yep, 16. Here is 68, so here is 68 as well. Okay. And how much is here? And it's pretty all the answers in case we need it, right? How much is here? In case we need it, right? So that's pretty easy. Right? We are now at F. The bearing of T from F is F is 33 degrees. Right? So I'm averaging 33, that's about here. I don't know how long I'll just put stuff in there. Right? Here is 33. Here is also 33. And then I can just connect up that. So this whole angle here is 68 plus 33, which is 101. And now what it gave us? RT is 75 and RS all the way here. RS is 56. Right? So they want us to find, all they want us to find is this angle alone here. Find that angle. Right? That's all they wanted to find theta. And then you carry the diagram. You carry the diagram. Yeah. Now they want you to find theta. Find RTS. Right, take your time and find theta. What we will be using here? What do you think? We have length, opposite angle, length, opposite angle. Which rule is that? Sine rule, right? You use sine. Alright, online, try sine rule and message the answer. Right, find for theta. Right, we have plenty more next year, right? Next year. Next year, we're doing a few more of these again. If you want to practice, go to the topic in group, right? Right, so find the theta. So you're going to use sine rule. You're going to use sine rule. Right, A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. Right, so we're using length, opposite angle. So that's 56 over sine theta is equal to length over opposite angle. 75 over sine 101. Do the usual thing, cross multiply and solve, right? So you're going to get sine theta, 75 sine theta, this by this is equal to this by this, right? And then make theta the subject, carry across 75, and then sine includes all of them. How much you all got there? 47. Right, so this angle here is 47 degrees. Right? Quick question. Quick question, right? What is the bearing, using this diagram, of course, what is the bearing of R from T? What is the bearing of R from T? Where we starting? From where? From T, right? So I want the bearing from T all the way to R. Look at the diagram, tell me what you got. Online message answer. The bearing of T from R. Let us now tell you. Write it down. Write it down and I will answer. What is the bearing of R from T? The bearing of R from T. See you, Matthew. The bearing of R from T. Right, let me see, let's go. Come on. Much right. Come on, help you. What's the name again? Elijah. What's your name down there? It didn't come last week. Right, Elijah. Here's what was some help.
Yeah.
The bearing of R from T. If you like a draw the angle, where you're starting out. R or T. T. Right? And I want you to show me. See, like out here, I showed you the bearing to go to F. See if you can show me the bearing now. From T. Right, so there's no start here. And go all the way until you reach out. Right? Very good. What angle is? So you gotta add up all of that, right? Tell me what answer you'll get. Here to here is how much?
90.
Here to here is?
90.
Right, so that, right, add it up. Right. Right, 180 plus how much?
44.
Alone?
Yeah.
So here to here is 90. 90. Here to here is how much?
90.
Here to here.
Oh,
And then here to here is? 7, right? So yeah, add up 300. Equals 100. Yeah, it's good. 260, right? My diagram not drawn to scale, right? But yeah, this small thing you have here is 180 plus 33 plus 47, which is 260. Are you okay with that? So I wanted to spend some time to go over this again, and we're going to do plenty of these again. In the more recent years, they will give you a shape, and you have to put in everything, right? Good job, like. All right, online. So we'll practice some more this on Wednesday, right? We're to make sure we can master it, right?